For a game with my class at one camp session a couple of years ago, I picked up a couple of boxes of Beanboozled Jelly Belly jelly beans. In the box, you spin a spinner, and whichever picture of jelly bean that spin lands on, you have to eat that jelly bean. You might say, well, that's kind of a boring game, but there is a catch. Inside the box, there are two jelly beans that look identical for each picture that spinner could land on. You might land on a brown and white speckled jelly bean, and you might get a jelly bean that tastes like toasted marshmallow. However, the identical match to that jelly bean is a different flavor, and that flavor is stink bug. You could get a strawberry banana. However, you could also get its evil twin, dead fish. You might get a coconut jelly bean, or you might get a spoiled milk flavor. While the boys that I was teaching loved that game, it might not be your cup of tea or dishwater, depending on which cup you choose. Of course, there's a spiritual application here. Matthew 23, verses 25 and 26 says, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you clean the outside of the cup and plate, but the inside they are full of greed and self-indulgence. You blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and the plate, so that the outside might be clean." As good as you look on the outside, it means absolutely nothing if the inside is unclean, isn't it? What matters is the heart. And Christ makes that observation in this verse. In fact, many of Jesus' teaching are focused on what is on the inside. Luke chapter 6, verses 43 through 45 is a very familiar verse. "For no good tree bears bad fruit, nor again does a bad tree bear good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For figs are not gathered from thorn bushes, nor are grapes picked from a bramble bush. The good person out of the good treasure of his heart produces good, and the evil person out of his evil treasure produces evil. For out of abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." What comes out of a person is based on what we treasure. Our treasure typically is based on what we spend the most time thinking about or the most time pursuing. If we spend more time thinking about something or pursuing something that is more than we are thinking about and pursuing God and our relationship with God, then we might need to take an honest look at our hearts, because we're pursuing the wrong treasure. It is not enough to just look good. It is more important to be good as a result of what we treasure in our hearts. So this week, examine your treasure. Clean the inside of your cup as we take 6 minutes to center. And as an afterthought, you may also want to be careful if I ever offer you any jelly beans.